We're hands-on with Google Pixel 11 Pro and 11 Pro XL. Hey friends, I'm Tasia Custode and I'm fresh off Made by Google 2026 in New York City, and I've been putting in the work for you when it comes to Google Pixel 11 Pro and 11 Pro XL. I've been borrowing these review units in order to test out the best Pixel 11 Pro features. And I actually want to kick things off with the new colorways. Yes, really. Obsidian is the only color that makes its way from last year's model, but this time it's a matte finish this year. The three newbie colors for 11 Pro and Pro XL are Canyon, Olive, and Fog. A lot of my creator friends are absolutely loving Canyon this year, but I've been testing out the new Olive colorway and I am obsessed with it. It is my favorite color yet of any Pixel. It's like a muted yet rich green colorway. It's elevated and classy. And yeah, I know, I've picked the colorways as one of the best features because, well, they are. Given props where props are due. But of course, you're not solely going to buy a device just for the color. Or, I mean, maybe you are. You do you. But something else I love about the entire Pixel 11 series lineup is the updated base storage and faster charging. The entire Pixel 11 series all start at 256 gigabytes of storage, with Pro and Pro XL giving you the added option of up to 1 terabyte of storage. 11 Pro and Pro XL feature even faster charging, including Pixel Snap built in. And for wired charging, you'll get about 75% charge in just 30 minutes. Pro XL ramps that up even further, giving you about 15 hours of battery life in just 15 minutes. And if you want all the tech specs of the entire Pixel lineup, you can watch that by clicking up here or via the link in the description below. Now, of course, with any new Pixel, we've got an updated chip powering many of our on-device experiences, and this year is no different. Tensor G6 is here, and it's spectacular. Google says Tensor G6 powers the most advanced on-device AI, including some incredible camera experiences that I'm going to touch on in a little bit. Tensor G6 features an upgraded CPU for 25% faster web browsing and 15% quicker app launches. It packs 50% more TPU compute and processes on-device AI tasks up to 3.5 times faster while using up to 3.5 times less energy. Amen, hallelujah, Mother Nature approved. So if we're really gonna talk about some of the best 11 Pro and 11 Pro XL features, we've gotta talk about some of the Gemini Intelligence on board. And there's a lot. So we'll start with an all-new feature called the Rambler, and it's again available across the Pixel 11 series lineup. The Rambler is a Gemini-powered voice input feature which is built for the way we actually talk. It delivers fast, accurate voice input that transcribes your point clearly and concisely, even when we're using those filler words that we use, like and ah. So I saw this demoed firsthand at Made by Google, and it is very good, partly because it understands your context of what you're trying to say too. And you can simply use your voice to ask for whatever changes that you need, that you're saying on the fly. And wait for it, you can even use the Rambler to translate messages for you. It's really incredible stuff. Literally no more speaking like a robot to your phone. Woo! But there are also a couple of other helpful features baked right into Gboard, including sign to text functionality. This is incredible. Sign to Text uses Google DeepMind sign language to text model and allows signers to naturally sign messages. This was an incredible demo to see live, and honestly for me was one of the highlights of the entire Made by Google event for sure. Now, some of you may remember Magic Q from the Pixel 10 series. Well, there are a couple helpful updates here too with the 11 series. The 11 series offer timely, helpful information through easily glanceable cards in the apps you're already using. So you're gonna see suggestions that are contextually relevant to the conversations you're having. So let's say if you're texting about dinner while you're in a rush to get out the door, Pixel can then step in to help. It's gonna offer proactive prompt suggestions to lock down those reservations for you with just a single tap. Super time saver. And this is of course available in other apps, like I said, so there might be suggestions to save events to your calendar or certain locations to maps or any relevant information you need in your Google Wallet. Maybe it's like that airline code or hotel apps or reservation or membership numbers. It's really built to surface the information you need when you need it without having to switch between apps. game changer. But we can't talk about the best Pixel 11 Pro and Pro XL features or Gemini Intelligence without talking about some of the incredible camera capabilities. And you know I'm working on a full-depth camera review for you, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, until that drops, let's talk about Magic Capture. Magic Capture is here to take our photos to the next level with honestly relatively little effort on our parts. So this starts a video and then it auto picks the best moments to find the right shot for you. Magic Capture is essentially here to ensure that we never miss the, blink and miss it moments. It's just a simple toggle right in your camera app that uses Gemini to scan about 400 frames and then deliver you high quality 12 megapixel photos that are honestly timed to perfection. And it can handle more heavy lifting as well. So there's things like auto edits, it could crop, it can unblur. So those photos that it's taking are instantly share ready. Plus you still get the initial video too, without ever having to toggle between photo or video moments. It's seriously impressive. I was gobsmacked, to say the least, when I saw a demo of this at Made by Google, and then I put it to the test myself during the actual event. So this is my Pixel 11 Pro here, and lo and behold, I had taken this video and boom, here are just a couple stills from it. I didn't do this. This was all Magic Capture. It worked like a dream. I can't wait to test this out at a concert. But of course, there are more camera features that we must discuss because camera looks are here and they are designed to help us get to our desired aesthetic with very little effort on our part. Love to see it. Sometimes you might want a different vibe for your photos. So now you can actually set your own default style using 3 distinct options. There's natural for relaxed details, shadows for deeper contrast, and vanilla for stunning warm golden glow. Now to pull this off, Google made some serious tweaks like merging fewer frames for a minimally processed feel, and then it even did some rewriting color lookup tables to emulate that classic film chemistry, which by the way, how cool is that? And beyond those basics, there are actually 6 more looks. So you've got Digi, black tie, minimal, editorial, classic, and velvet. Plus, every look is fully customizable, so your shots will perfectly reflect your vision. Another camera update exclusive to the 11 Pro models is 120 times zoom. Yeah, if you thought the 10 Pro's 100 times zoom was impressive, you might want to sit down for this one. I'm not kidding you. I got to see this demoed firsthand and it's out of this world good. We've got Tensor G6 and Google's latest imaging models to thank for this baby because it is using that generative AI to essentially fill in the missing detail in real time, which results in a crisper image. And yes, before you ask, all the same safety features apply here as we saw with 100 times zoom. So no, there's no creeping on people. It simply won't process that photo for you. Remember, I'm putting 120 times zoom along with all the 11 Pro camera capabilities to the test for you. So be on the lookout for that video. You're not gonna wanna miss it. And by the way, if you're still watching at this point, you're a true custodian. Be sure to comment below so I can personally say hi, how you doing? Until then, we're closing in on the end. Another great feature of the entire 11 series is something called Creator Suite. And Google says that this really means the fix it in post era, well, she over. Creator Suite allows you to capture video while using a teleprompter on screen. Complete with social media grid lines, it's perfect for when you're capturing content. So the teleprompter dynamically scrolls as you speak, allowing you to go at your preferred pace, but you can also organize content in helpful project folders and do things like refine storyboards, trim and rearrange your video clips, all from this Creator Suite. It's the ultimate update for creators that are on the go. Plus, you can now set video as default mode when you open up your camera so that you're always ready to jump in. Now, I do have one last honorable mention for you when it comes to 11 Pro, Pro XL, and Pro Fold, and that's the new HiLight feature. It's an honorable mention because I'm not really sure if I think it's a best feature or not. Here's what I mean. HiLight is a multicolored LED light built around the camera flash. So it's a face-down notification and status indicator light for things like your favorite contacts and Gemini. At least that's how it is built to start. Now, Google says that this is designed to help you stay distraction-free while also being alerted to things that matter when your smartphone is turned upside down. So as an example, HiLight illuminates when your favorite contacts call you or if you're chatting with Gemini. And yes, you can set custom colors for your favorite contacts. Now, the reason this doesn't technically make my list of the best 11 Pro and Pro XL features is because I really feel like my full verdict is still out on it if it's actually built to keep us distraction free. Because to me, having something light up on your phone when it's face down kind of defeats the purpose of me putting my phone face down if I'm just going to be noticing that anyway. So it might, at the end of the day, keep us looking at our devices more, which might be part of the plan. But with that said, I've been hearing a lot of chatter online that the Pixel 11 series doesn't really offer enough of upgrades for people to jump to a newer model. So I'm curious to know, after going through this list of the best features, what do you think? Oh, and I almost forgot. Pixel 11 Pro and Pro XL start at $100 more than last year's Pro models, starting at $1,099 for Pro and $1,299 for Pro XL. And if people are upset about this price increase, let's see how they react once Apple announces theirs. Time will tell. So what do you think of Pixel 11 Pros? What are your favorite features? Will you be grabbing one? Let everyone know in the comments below why not, favorite features. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, well, I want to know. So give it a like, a share, or you can leave that comment below. You can also click right about here to subscribe to my channel and here for even more Google Pixel goodness. You know you wanna. Thanks for watching. See you next time.